"Good morning, sunshine," said Mother Mary. She was making pancakes in their small house kitchen. The pancakes smelled really good. Emma came down the stairs. Her curly red hair bounced up and down with each step. She wore her favorite yellow dress with tiny flowers and her brown boots. "Mother, can I go play in the grass field today?" Emma asked. She spun around the kitchen because she was so happy. "Yes, my dear, but remember what I always tell you," Mother Mary said. She flipped a golden pancake. "Stay in the grass field where I can see you. The woods far away have things that even grown-ups do not know about." Emma nodded her head. Yes, but her bright eyes looked at the window. She could see the woods calling to her. After eating breakfast, she took her small basket and went outside into the warm sun. Emma played in the grass field for a little while. She picked flowers and chased butterflies. But when the sun got higher, she got very curious. She kept looking at the edge of the woods where she could see a path. "Just a tiny look will not hurt," she said to herself quietly. She looked back at her house to make sure Mother Mary was not watching. The woods looked so pretty, with sunlight and birds singing. Before she knew it, Emma was walking to the woods path. The trees seemed to say her name in the soft wind. "Emma, Emma, come see," they seemed to say. She held her basket tight and took her first steps into the woods. The path had soft green moss and pretty colored leaves on it. Golden sunlight came through the green trees above. It made dancing light on the ground. Emma had never seen anything so beautiful. Emma walked deeper into the woods on the curvy path. Then she saw the biggest tree she had ever seen. It was huge, with bark that had tiny golden spots. Its branches went so high they almost touched the clouds. Then the tree started to talk. "Hello, little one," said a deep, kind voice. Two gentle golden eyes appeared in the bark of the big tree. "I am Elder Oak. I watch over these woods. Why are you so far from home?" Emma made a surprised sound and dropped her basket. "You can talk," she said, with big eyes full of wonder. Elder Oak laughed, and his branches moved softly. "Many things in these woods can talk, dear child. But tell me, does your mother know where you are?" Emma's face got pink. "Well, she told me to stay in the grass field, but I was so curious about the woods. I promise I will go back soon." "Being curious is a good thing," Elder Oak said wisely. "But you must also be careful. These woods have many secrets. Some are safe and some are not. If you want to look around, let me tell you something important." Elder Oak told Emma about the Crystal family who lived deeper in the woods. "They are nice people made of living crystal," he said, "but they care a lot about their home. If you find their cave, remember to be nice and respectful." Emma said thank you to Elder Oak and kept walking on the path. She was excited about meeting crystal people. After walking for a long time, she got tired and hungry. Just when she thought about going back home, she saw something shiny through the trees. There, between two big rocks, was a cave that sparkled like a box full of jewels. The walls had crystals of every color you can think of: deep blues, warm purples, bright greens, and clear diamonds that caught the light so pretty. "How wonderful," Emma said as she got closer to the cave. She called out, "Hello, is anyone home?" But no one answered. she saw 3 stone tables inside the cave. Each table had a bowl made from different colored crystals. Sweet-smelling steam came up from each bowl. Her tummy made a loud, hungry sound. The crystal bowls had some kind of yummy soup that smelled like honey and flowers. Emma could not stop herself because she was so hungry. She went into the beautiful crystal cave. The 3 bowls sat on stone tables of different heights. The biggest bowl was made of deep blue crystal and was very tall. The middle bowl was made from purple crystal. The smallest was made of bright green crystal that seemed to glow. Emma went to the biggest bowl first. The soup smelled great, like spring flowers and sweet berries. She put her finger in to taste it, but pulled it back fast. "Ouch, too hot," she said, shaking her finger. The purple crystal bowl was just the right height for her to reach. She tried the soup from this bowl, but made a yucky face. "Brrr, this one is too cold," she said, shivering. Last, she tried the smallest bowl made of green crystal. The soup was just right warm and tasted like the best thing she ever ate. It tasted like sunshine and giggles mixed together. Before she knew it, she ate every drop. "That was so perfect," Emma said happily, patting her full tummy. But then she felt very sleepy. Emma felt sleepy after eating, so she saw 3 beautiful chairs made from the same crystals as the bowls. They looked so nice to sit in, and she was getting tired from her adventure. The biggest chair was made of blue crystal and was way too big for her. When she tried to sit in it, she could not even reach the seat right. The purple crystal chair was just the right size. But when she sat down, it was as hard as a rock and not comfortable at all. The smallest chair, made of the same glowing green crystal as the bowl, looked perfect. When Emma sat down, it was exactly her size and felt really good. But as she got comfortable, there was a loud crack sound. The pretty crystal chair could not hold even her small weight and broke into beautiful pieces. "Oh no!" Emma cried, jumping up from the broken crystal pieces. "I did not mean to break it." She felt bad and even more tired. She walked further into the cave and found a bedroom with 3 beds. Each bed had soft moss and flower petals on it. Maybe if she rested for just a minute, she could think of how to fix the chair. The 3 beds were as beautiful as everything else in the crystal cave. The biggest bed was made of blue crystal with soft blue moss, but it was too big and too hard for Emma. The purple crystal bed was closer to her size, but the moss was too soft, and she sank down in an uncomfortable way. The smallest bed, made of green crystal and covered with the softest, most sweet-smelling flower petals, was just perfect. As soon as Emma lay down, she felt like she was floating on a cloud. The gentle sparkle of the crystal walls and the sweet smell of the flower petals made her eyes feel heavy. "I will just rest for a few minutes," she said to herself, pulling the petal blanket up to her chin. Very quickly, she was fast asleep, dreaming of dancing crystals and singing flowers. The cave was so peaceful and quiet that Emma slept much longer than she wanted to. Outside, the sun was starting to set, making the sky orange and pink, and somewhere in the woods, 3 crystal people were coming home from their daily trip to collect starlight. When the first stars came out in the dark sky, Papa Crystal, Mama Crystal, and Baby Crystal came back to their cave home. Papa Crystal was deep blue and sparkled like blue jewels as he carried a bag of collected starlight. Mama Crystal glowed purple and made gentle shadows on the cave walls. Baby Crystal bounced happily, and his green light twinkled like tiny stars. "Someone has been eating from my bowl," Papa Crystal said in his deep, far-away voice when he saw his blue crystal bowl was not the same. "Someone has been eating from my bowl too," said Mama Crystal. Her voice sounded like gentle rain on crystal wind chimes as she looked at her purple bowl. Baby Crystal looked at his green crystal bowl and made a sound like sad, tiny bells. "Someone ate from my bowl too, and they ate it all up." Then they saw the chairs. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," Papa Crystal said, seeing the blue crystal chair moved from where it usually was. "Someone sat in my chair too," Mama Crystal said, seeing the purple chair cushions were messy. Baby Crystal's bell sounds got more upset. "Someone sat in my chair and broke it into pieces," he cried, looking at the green crystal pieces on the ground. The Crystal family went to their bedroom to see what else happened. Papa Crystal's deep voice echoed through the cave as he saw his blue crystal bed was messy. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." Mama Crystal's musical voice said, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed too," and made a mess of the flower petals. But when Baby Crystal looked at his small green crystal bed, his tiny bell voice got loud with surprise. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and she is still there." Emma woke up fast when she heard crystal voices all around her. She opened her eyes to see 3 amazing people made of living crystal standing by the bed. Papa Crystal was very tall, and his blue body made dancing light on the walls. Mama Crystal's purple glow filled the room with gentle light. Baby Crystal's green sparkles twinkled like tiny stars. "Oh my," Emma said, sitting up fast. She had never seen anything so beautiful or so surprising, but she also knew she was in someone else's home without asking, and she had broken their things and eaten their food. "I am so sorry," she said, jumping out of the bed. "I did not mean to make any trouble." Before the Crystal family could say anything, Emma was already running to the cave door. She felt terrible about what she did. She ate their food, broke their chair, and slept in their home without asking. "Wait, little one," called Mama Crystal in her gentle bell voice. But Emma was too embarrassed and scared to stop. She ran through the woods as fast as she could, following the path back to Elder Oak. The wise old tree saw her coming and called out, "Slow down, dear child. What happened?" "I made a terrible mistake," Emma cried, stopping to catch her breath. "I went into someone's home without asking and broke their things. I am lost and scared, and I just want to go home to Mother." Elder Oak's golden eyes twinkled kindly. "I see you learned something important today. Follow the path of moonlight, and you will find your way home. But remember, little Emma, being curious is wonderful, but you must also be respectful and ask permission." Just then, Emma heard her mother's voice calling her name through the woods. "Emma, Emma, where are you?" "Mother," Emma cried, running toward the sound. She ran out of the woods and into her mother's arms, hugging her tight. "Oh, my dear child, I was so worried," Mother Mary said, holding Emma close. "Where have you been?" "I am sorry, Mother. I went into the woods, even though you told me not to. I learned that I should always listen to you and ask permission before I explore." Emma looked back at the woods where she could see tiny crystal lights twinkling goodbye far away. From that day on, Emma always remembered to ask permission before exploring new places. And sometimes, when the moon was bright, she could see the gentle glow of the Crystal family's cave far away. It reminded her of the important lesson she learned about respect, being responsible, and that our choices have results